What's up, everybody? My name is Ron Empire, and welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to check out Farthest Frontier, the latest update, and it's a big one, plus the DLC, Cats and Dogs. So I recently got the DLC to do a coverage, so thank you so much, developer Crate Entertainment. Really appreciate it. Alright, if you're not familiar with Farthest Frontier, let me read to you the description here off of Steam. Protect and guide your people as you forge a town from untamed wilderness at the edge of the known world. Harvest raw materials, hunt, fish, and farm to survive. Produce crafted items to trade, consume, equip, and fight with as you battle for your survival against the elements and outside threats. This game was released officially October 23rd, 2025, version 1.0. So the new update, from what I've read, it now has the option to place buildings organically without grids. And that's kind of like how it is in Foundation. But I believe it also has the option to go grid mode as well. So that's what I've read as far as the update goes. And there's a lot of other major updates since the version 1.0 coverage that I did. But we'll figure that out once we play. Let me show you the settings really quickly. Let me turn on the sound first. Okay, so in these settings, what do we have here? General. I don't think we need to see the tutorials anymore, right? I don't know, it's been 7 months since I played. I'll leave the tutorial on, I guess, whatever. It's been a while since I played. The interface settings. I'm gonna leave all this alone. I think all these are just defaults. Oh, wow, there's new settings, right? There's pet death, unhealthy cat and dog notifications, new hints. Yeah, maybe it's a good time to do it again with tutorial on, because I think there are new features. Alright, so these are all my Windows settings. It does run in the background. Yep, okay. And the cursor is hardware cursor. Very nice. It does play audio in the background. There is voiceover, I think, in the intro. Yeah, I'll leave that alone. I think edge panning is disabled too, right? I don't think the game edge pan. I can't remember. I forgot. There's a whole lot of shit to the keybind, huh? Alright. Language. All the language choices. I'm looking for anything that is related to edge panning. It doesn't look like there's any edge panning. Okay, that's fine. Take that off. Let's do a new game. Now, during the early access, when it first came out, I originally bought the game key, or the game, myself. And I gave away my review key as a giveaway. So I don't have any more game keys to give away unless they give me a new one. Now, when I did do the coverage during my early access period, I played on every single one of these maps. And I played them all on max difficulty too, Vanquisher mode. And I think you can customize that too, right? These are different customizations now. Yeah, these are different customizations. I'm not going to mess with any of this. Let's turn that off. This one is the customization for the difficulty. Yeah, so Vanquisher, I believe, just goes Vanquisher all the way if you choose that. Right? I think that's what it does. Oh, it doesn't fix it for you. No, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Let's do Trailblazer. That's fine. I'll leave it alone. And we'll call this the Petco. That is the store for selling pet supplies. Guided journey. Sure, let's do that. Map size, medium. Let's leave it alone. Map medium. I'm okay with that. Alright, well, let's do it. Start.
Life can be harsh everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave, that we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Alright, cool. Nice little voice over there. Intro. So the question asked is, how high does the max population go? I believe you can go past 1,000. They lifted the cap limit. We finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land your villagers have explored and choose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. Okay, confirm. And then... no and then. Tilde is grid mode, right? Oh, you can now change the, holding down the left mouse button, you can rotate it. The tilde is... Are you sure you want to place down here? No. No. Okay, so if you take tilde off, you can hold the left mouse button to rotate. But if you put tilde back on, it won't let you rotate. It goes right into grid mode. Yeah, so grid mode is this way. It resets it. This is the grid. I see. Alright, interesting, huh? I don't know. I'm still a fan of grid mode, though, but we'll test it out non-grid mode. And see what it's about. Okay, looks like there's no orbital view, but you can rotate it. Left and right of this with the middle mouse button. It's not full orbital view, it's just basically a screen rotation. And you can zoom in, zoom out. Top-down camera is control. Oh, okay. So there is a top-down mode. But yeah, those are the different rotations that I got for you. I can't rotate it orbital like I can in Whiskerwood and Timberborn. So it's a little different. This is the standard zoom in, zoom out. Alright, well, let's decide where we want to drop this guy. Nice little lake, huh? Where else? We got a nice little mountain over here, too. It used to be that I would leave the wolf den instead of destroying it. And that way I can farm the wolf den for meat, because they will respawn over time. So I think that is a good source of meat. We don't want to destroy the wolf den. There used to be also a bug where the wolf, I think, captured some people and they were just stuck in there. I can't remember. Or they died, right? I think the wolf killed some people and then the bodies were being picked up and it was basically a death trap. People would walk to try to pick up the body and then the wolves will end up killing everyone who gets near trying to pick up the body. Or the body was just lying there helplessly waiting for someone to save the person. It was really weird. Like, it was an endless loop cycle that I couldn't do anything about. Hopefully they fixed that. That was like one of the worst bugs or issues in the game. I have video clips of that on my YouTube channel, like short clips pointing out the flaws of this game too at the time. Okay, there's a den right here by the water, huh? The nice rabbits. And I think this area here has got the iron, right? There's sand. Yeah, there's iron right there. There's fishing. What is that? That's just rabbits, right? Deers. I think right here is a good spot. There's clay over here. There's clay over here, right? Right by the mountain. Next to this stuff over here, right? Yeah, I think right here is a decent spot. The only thing we have to worry about is this wolf den over there. It's kind of close. I might have to kill that one off. But like I said, wolves are kind of a good source of food. What is this? It's roaming wolf. No, it's a wolf den there as well. Okay. Well, I mean, this is probably the most ideal spot, but it's slightly cramped. Knowing what I know, we're gonna need a lot of space. This is the original starting point, right? That's the cart over there. I think the cart moves too. I can't remember. The cart used to move. I don't know if it moves anymore. They might have nerfed that. Yeah, I used to use the cart, move it around as a moving warehouse. Yeah, I guess right here should be fine. It's not too far off from the starting point. The only thing I'm worried about is this wolf den. Oh, there's also fish over here, right? Huh. There's some reeds over here. Maybe I should do it right here. Lots of trees. Clay is over there, right? And the iron's over here, roughly. Iron's over there, right? What is this? I think it's berries. We don't want to destroy the berries. Okay. Where's the water again? Down this way, right? Okay. Alright, well, I think that wolf den's gonna be a problem, but we might be able to put up a wall, and that'll be okay. Alright, let's rotate this. And then... And then... Alright, let's go with this. Yep, I'm happy with that. No and thens. Oh, that's not the cart. Oh, okay. The wagon still is a thing. Harvesting resources? Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, okay. The top left is our objectives. Gather logs, construct a town center. Harvesting tools, got it. Yeah, Farthest Frontier is like one of my top favorite games. Like, I used to play this a lot. Like I said, I played it on every single map possible. And then random. And then hard difficulty. Like, hours and hours. Like, my VODs were very long. This is back when I didn't edit my VODs down or trim it. And I didn't really pace myself playing. And so certain VODs were like more than 12 hours, but I think back in the days, YouTube let you go beyond 14 or 12. Or it might have just automatically split for me into parts when I didn't export straight from Twitch. I did not do any offline editing, uploading for cleaning up my VODs. But yeah, people were watching that like crazy. I was surprised. That was one of the things that got me to work on my YouTube channel more. That and Core Keeper. And Timberborn when I started uploading Timberborn videos. I think I transitioned from Timberborn to Farthest Frontier and Core Keeper. Those were my... Sorry, I did Auction Not Included, Against the Storm, Timberborn, Core Keeper, Farthest Frontier, and then Against the Storm. I think that was my progression for being a content creator. Oh wow, you can do the thingy, huh? Yeah, you can switch back to grid mode if you wanted to. Can I move the thingy? I don't know if I can move the thingy. Is that even a thing anymore? Or is... I don't think I can deconstruct once you place it. I don't know if I can deconstruct that. Yeah, I don't think that... yeah, it's not a good idea. Alright, well, fine. We're gonna commit to, I guess, trying to be organic. Firewood. Blah, blah, blah. Gonna gather logs, right? Whoa. Basic well. Oh, yeah, there's fertility. Oh, I forgot to check the fertility map. Oh, well, it's fine. It's good enough. We'll leave it. There's no tilt. I think it was just control, right? I thought control was top-down mode. Oh, I guess that was only for during the placement earlier. I can't get a top-down mode anymore. Weird, huh? Oh, whatever. And what? Source of food? Construct fishing shack? Forager and hunter. Any combination of two. Fishing should be reliable. Well, and then no and then's. Forager shack or hunter. Do we have any animals over here? Oh, they took away our vision. Yeah. The original vision goes away now. I think those are the nuts, right? These nuts. Is that vegetables? I think that's vegetables, right? Alright. Neato. Salvage? What can I get? I just knows that continue from the last connection, huh? Yeah, it used to be the roads were all separate widgets overlapping on top of each other. And you delete them in segments. Maybe, oh, it is the same as before. You see that? I think it's the same thing they did before. In segments like this, yeah. Alright, well, whatever. Alright, so cool. I got my thingy, right? Stockyard. How much wood do I have? I need to store my wood, right? And people are needing homes still. Well, let's go through the guided tutorial thingy. So the top of the screen is the season timeline bar, right? I think you click on the orange to leave it. Yeah, there we go. So you click on that little orange diamond, and then that way the information sticks. I think one of the things I really liked about this game the most was the farming mechanics. They've got crop rotation, and they do it really well. And they were probably among the first? I mean, from my point of view, I think this is the first time I've ever... not this time, but Farthest Frontier is probably the first game that's ever done crop rotation. Or at least from my point of view, I have not experienced any other game that did crop rotation properly. Like, they literally had, like, a bunch of cycles that you can choose and program in. Other games, crop rotation was a manual thing. Like, Stardew Valley, you had to manually change stuff around. I don't even know Stardew Valley had crop rotation. It's just basically plant whatever the hell you want. In this game, crop rotation is when the soil needs to be rotated, or at least fertilized. Or left fallow. I think the word was fallow. And you had to plant, like, some other crap just to raise the fertility. And Manor Lords picked up that concept, trying to, I guess, piggyback off of these guys. I don't want to say rip off or clone, but essentially Manor Lords picked up on the idea and did a crop rotation for their game. I'm trying to think of any other game that does crop rotation. I can't remember. There was at least another game or two, but like I said, I can't remember. And there is combat in the game. We will get raided by some raiders knocking on our door, wanting to steal our shit. I think you can ring the bell. Yeah, you can ring the bell, kind of like Age of Empires, to get villagers to go inside the town hall to hide. And shoot back. We're gonna need to build up walls, too. Palisades. I think when I originally bought this game, I think I got it off with a Humble Bundle. Because I had a Humble Bundle discount for being a Humble Bundle user for like 6 months or 12 months. And there's like a massive discount that you get. Otherwise, at the time, I was complaining about how expensive the game would have been had I paid full price. $25, I think, was reasonably fair. I think now that they've added a lot of content, let's take a look at the price. How much are they asking for? It's probably like $30 or something, right? $35. Yeah, $34.99 without a discount. I'm sure once you get that discount, it's reasonably fair. So yeah, I'd say it's fair if they have that discount in place. I stopped playing each run when I reached a nice town of 600, 800. Yeah, that's what I wrote. Somebody had asked earlier about the cap limit. I think during early access, the cap limit was 1,000 pop. And then they had an option in the game where you could uncheck or check, I forgot what it was, to go over 1,000. I don't know if that's in the game anymore. Let's take a look. Oh, there you go. There is something here that says, oh, there you go. It just suddenly pops up. This high population settlements significantly increases system resource requirements and are particularly taxing on CPU. Playing with very high populations can result in reduced frame rates depending on your hardware configuration. It's just a warning for some reason to tell you. Yeah, there you go. See here, you can now adjust your cap limit, and according to this, they recommend 500 as my cap limit. Cap the number of villagers due to migration and birth. Okay, there you go, guys. Let's see how high it can go. It can go up to 2,500, and then you can disable it to go further. These are my only two choices if I want to go beyond. So cap limit in the game is 2,500 or unlimited. Unlimited is at your own risk. It really depends on your CPU. I'm guessing they have it as disabled because over time, when computers are getting better and better, and the game gets older, and they stop developing or focusing on updates, this allows you to run at higher population count on better computers. I'm going to leave it at 500 because I think that is a reasonable optimal value. Alright, well, now there you go. That should answer your questions about cap limits or max pop. I think they also added in some optimization or balance issues, or where if you choose a cap limit, it balances the game in such a way where 500 is not going to gimp you over some guy who does like 1,000. Like it, I think there's some sort of dynamic economy balancing where you can get 500 and still be able to do what you need to do. Or at least I read that somewhere where things are scaled in balance around 500. Or based on whatever you slide the bar to be. So you're not gimped over somebody who has a better computer. At least that's the idea. Alright, shelter, right? I think they just walk all over, but I think the arrow is just a, they walk out the door. I don't know if that connection is required. Work area? Well, thank you. I think these aren't available yet, right? Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if those arrows have to fully connect to the road or not. Like Manor Lords. I think this is closer to Manor Lords than Foundation. Storehouse. Neato, huh? That requires wood. Housing shortage. Yeah, I know. Thank you for telling me. Working on it. There we go. Construct basic well. Where's the well? Resources, right? Yep. And this allows you to fight fire. Because they will need this well. Sure. Oh, more people wish to join your settlement. A 4-month supply of food in 6 houses. Maintaining significant food stocks will help attract more people to your town. Okay. Oh, okay, yellow is desirability. That's not fertility. Yeah, yellow is desirability. There's a separate overlay for fertility. Yep, there is. Everything's fertile. Fruit fertility. Oh. Water, right? Better water is on the blue side. Desirability. Okay, so now we have some yields. There you go. We need more wood, right? Where's the people planner? There we go. People planner. Oh, God. I'm yawning. Sorry, my bad. I'm so tired. I'm always tired. I feel like I never get enough sleep. Okay, 4 builders. Laborers. Laborers should be gathering shit for me, right? I don't think there's a separate gather option. I think gatherers are just empty laborers. If I recall. Oh wow, the technology tree. Starts from the bottom, I believe. I don't have any points, so it doesn't matter. How do I get out of this? How do I get out of the screen? Undo, confirm. There's no button to get... Oh, here, top left. Alright, well. At least they put it in the top left, because... top right is just way too close to the Windows X close. So that is not bad. I think I made an issue or a complaint about that. I think it used to be over here, and I probably wrote in something about how it's bad UI. I can't remember if it was this game or some other game. But I do know that some games, when they have their screen full screen like that, and then the X is on the top left corner, it's so easy to, like, yeah. The X over here, it's on the top left instead of top right. So having X on the top right, it's just way too easy to accidentally close the window. And I think I might have done that in a couple of games that have X on this top corner, or top right corner. So very nice to see it's on the top left. Are they sleeping or something? What are they doing? The camera's not... My game's not paused, right? No, it's running. It's running. Food splitter needs wood, right? Wow, we need lots of wood, huh? Every freaking game. Always about the wood. Villagers require homes to be happy and healthy and to provide shelter from the element. As villagers immigrate to your town, you will need to construct more houses to immigrate, right? To meet their demand. The demand. Will automatically inhabit any available living space. If there's no housing available, villagers will be exposed to the elements and risk damage or even death from the cold. As your settlement develops, you will need to continue to provide goods for villagers. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you for telling me. No shit. Winter's coming soon, right? Oh, man, maybe I don't need it right here. Let's cancel this. I mean, that's all they're supposed to be doing, right? They have enough food. Yep, somebody's fishing. Go fish, right? Technology tree. I generated its points. As your people adapt to their surroundings, they will also innovate new discoveries to help make their lives easier. Invest your newfound knowledge in the technology tree to improve means of production. Unlock new buildings, enhance the capabilities of your military. Note that each discovery becomes harder to achieve than the last, so plan ahead for what your settlement will need most in the future, the near future. The town center generates knowledge every month, but further advances will eventually require an academy to perform research at a reasonable pace. The academy is the center for scientific pursuits and tremendously accelerates the rate of new discoveries. Scholars will perform research even without supplies, but providing them with a steady supply of paper will speed up their work, okay? These structures also grant you knowledge immediately upon being constructed for the first time within your settlement. Example, a school. These are donated in the build menu to help identify them. Knowledge, huh? They may stumble across knowledge, tomes of knowledge. When acquired, this resource immediately grants settlement knowledge. Traveling merchants may sometimes also carry these valuable texts for sale in their wares at the trading post. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. 50%. What does this mean? It doesn't say how much their actual yield is. I think if I do it in that area, I get that yield. Interesting. They must have changed the mechanic. I think there used to be like a deposit number. And maybe now there's not a deposit number, but if you fish next to this, it gives you a 50% yield increase. So my guess is they fish at a certain rate, and that deposit gives them 50% increase. So long as they're next to the lake, regardless of whether that icon's there, I'm guessing they get a boost. Or at least they get a, not a boost, but they get, like, fish. That's my guess. Alright, I need a root cellar, right? That's like the thing that stores their food from spoiling. Okay. Then what? Knowledge is power. Open the tree. Discovered something new. Alright, what do we want here? Oh, nice. Work to produce smoked meat? Oh yeah, that's right. We want to smoke the meat. The fish restores itself over time. That's the thing I was saying about fertility and crop rotation stuff, right? So that will help me reduce the fertility loss when we plant crops. Interesting. Faster worker. Hygienes. Reduced chance of spread. So all these diseases. That's kind of interesting. What about this one? Now that, I think, is probably better than anything, because then we can get points faster. I think that might be the thing I want. Huh. Okay. View distance for lookout tower. Interesting. Work to produce boots is less. Work in the mine. Minus work to mine stone deposits. Mining speed. See. Reduce work to produce firewood. Yeah. Clothes is reduced. Reduce work to firewood and pottery. By 10%, right? Interesting. Okay. I think this is the best one over here in the middle. Because then we get our research points faster. Let's do that one. Commit. I gotta hit the L key. Oh man, that's messed up. I had to hit the L key for that to bypass. That is messed up. They need to fix that tutorial where if you already have points in something, that means you've already seen the tree. There's no reason to have the L checkoff. Oh hey, there are dogs now, huh? In the game. Where's my cat? Desirability is a measure of how appealing an area is to live in. As such, this mechanic only impacts shelters. A high durability as a prerequisite for shelters to upgrade to higher tiers. As higher tier homes generate tax revenue, have increased occupancy, and are required for town centers upgrades, this is very desirable. When selecting a building for placement from the UI, you can see whether it impacts desirability on the chevrons. Next to it, next to its name, a green chevron means that the building will have a positive effect, while a red chevron indicates a negative effect. A yellow indicates that the structure has no effect on desirability. Okay. Alright. Once you're ready to place the building, move the placement preview around the towns will show the impact it will have on the desirability of homes. Lowering a home's desirability too much can cause it to become abandoned as the area no longer fulfills its desirability requirements. Okay, yeah, sure. Hey, young and old. Thank you for hanging out. Alright, so we need to get crop field, resource windows R, select firewood, set production limit on firewood. Okay. What's my production limit? I'm thinking. How many do we have? 112? Alright. Let's just close out of that. Now he's got to do the crop fields, right? Man, this is a bad spot. Maybe behind the house? Thinking, where do I want to place this? This is behind the homes, right? Eggs are over here. I mean, this is the closest to a reasonable square area. Across the street. Alright, let's go with that. Let's speed this up a little bit. It's already like 2x, holy shit. It's really cold, huh? How's our food? How's the firewood? Yep, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so farming is across the street from the homes. There's a well here just in case. Let's put a well here. Do I have enough stones? I do. I have enough food for 4 months. Through the town center, you have the means to enact policies. With policies, you can fine-tune various aspects of your settlement's production, defenses, and even happiness. Yeah, it's very Manor Lords-ish. All policies have positive events, but may also come with trade-offs that may not be suitable for your village. Mix and match policies achieve the best results for your settlement. Note that each policy can be toggled every 12 months. Where's the policy menu? Oh, I can move this window. Sweet. Do I choose one of each, or... Oh, cool. How does this work? You have a... There's no confirmation choice. There's no confirmation choice. Yeah, they need to make this so that I don't... I mean, I was clicking on it just to see what happens. Working on the field, right? I think 1,320 is the number of man hours or worker points or something like that internally. Yeah, I think that's like the manpower to do the fields. The bigger it is, the more costly this is. Is it the same? It is the same, almost. Almost. Yeah. Not quite the same, but... At least they got a little variety. I think Manor Lords has variety. Like different locations of where the outhouse goes. I think I still like this game better than than Manor Lords. For some reason. I think we made too big of a crop field. Heat wave coming. Oh, I got new points. Oh, I need a market. It'll tell me to do the market later. Reduce the chances of getting sick, right? Oh. That might be useful. Maybe. I think that might be useful, though. The firewood, but I'm not sure if I want that right now. Oh, tree felling speed, huh? So I think that is useful because I may want to get fish faster. Plus an extra 2, huh? That's also very useful. I think one of the biggest problems early on is food. Not having enough food. Money is not bad, but that's not going to save us if we're going to starve. We have, well, maybe sort of, but that requires a trader to be around to buy food. I usually don't like buying food from traders. I feel like that's a waste of money. These two might be useful. I'm going to go with the replenishment so we get food faster from fishing. Oh. I think I need to make barrels. I think I need barrels or something, right? Or no, I need bricks. And then I need gold to be able to upgrade. Yeah, maybe I need to tax them more. Holy shit, this takes forever.
What is it?
Huh. I can't set it. Damn, building a crop field takes forever. Probably should have just made a small one first. What is it? There is terrain elevation in this game where you can manipulate lowering and raising the terrain. I'm not sure if there's a cost to it. I forgot. I don't think there was a cost value. I think you should do it for free. But I think you have to have a research to get that. Hey, mean fella, welcome. Okay. I think I have to choose something now, right? Oh my goodness. Lots to read. Here you can adjust the clay, sand. I'm reading the bottom first. Mixture in the soil for optimal yield. Each crop has its own mixture requirements. Make sure to set the right mix for your crops. Okay. Environment fertility factors impacts how effective compost and crops such as peas and clover are for improving the crop yield's fertility. Okay. So if we get rid of weeds and we get rid of rockiness, then the fertility will be better when we start using compost. What's the top? Click on any of the 3 crop rotation. Oh, shit. 6 people want to join us? Yeah, sure. Click on any of the 3 crop rotation bars to add or remove crops to plant. Each bar represents 1 year, and farmers will cycle through them sequentially. Fill each bar to create a full crop rotation. Click to remove the selected crop from the crop rotation. Click to expand the size of the field. Expanding a crop field requires additional work and may increase the number of farmers needed to maintain it. Okay. A bustling market will help generate gold and attract new settlers to our growing town. Markets stock houses and generate gold based on the number of houses in their work area. Okay, thank you. Copy settings. Oh, okay. So the first part is spring. I think the way it works is that this right here is the winter, so we can't put anything that slide. But first of all, we need to just dig up the shit, right? Yeah, let's do that first. What is hay? Oh, it's just a type. This is clover, right? Cut clover is used to replenish the fertility. Impacts on fertility is 3%. There's certain things that also impact the fertility. Yeah, so growing peas and beans help. I don't know what it's going to be like the next year. Let's, just do this for now. And then figure it out once the time comes. I just gotta remember next year to check the fertility value. First of all, we gotta get rid of the weed and the rocks. And then the market. amenities, right? I have to have a saw pit in a storehouse first? Oh. Oh. Away from the town, right? Alright. Okay, we got 2 more points. Work to produce smoked meat. I think we need to smoke the fish. That might be useful there too to get food. Fertility loss from planted crops. That might be useful too. Tax generation. Tax generation. I just want money. Well, technically it's useless until we get the market running. Okay. I mean, I don't know how ideal that is. Alright, let's go with this one. Alright, 3rd year now. Wow. We've survived for 3 years, guys. Yep. Weed level and rockiness is still there. We need the oh, that's not the forger guy, right? There. That should get us some greens. Alright, so tax luxuries. Or luxury taxes, right? Luxury goods do not just increase the happiness of your villagers, fulfill upgrade requirements for the shelter, they also generate tax revenues for your settlement. Villagers will automatically stock their shelters with available luxury goods, but a market will expedite deliveries, leaving your villagers with more time to perform their own duties. Which luxury goods can be stocked within a shelter depends on its tier, with higher tier shelters being capable of stocking more expensive luxury items. Okay, yeah, sure, thank you. Maybe I should get that, right? Just to make sure we don't get sick. Yeah, let's just go with this just in case. I don't want to get sick. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, thank you for sharing. Right click. How's our food? Shit, we're gonna need more food. Now, I know it didn't tell us to build it, but I think we're gonna need to build it. I think the fisherman lives in the house. I can't remember. I think the hunter and the fisherman lives in their house. I don't know if they have to walk home or not. Yeah, I don't know. I think they do live in their house. That counts as a separate building or living space. What is this? 32. Well, according to this, it's just 8 times 4, right? 32. Alright, maybe the fishing shack doesn't count. Maybe they do have to go home separately. That's fine. You may join us. We would be honored if you join us. Alright, I do see... a rabbit or deer location. Right there. I think that's a boar too, right? Yeah, there's boars over there. I can always move the circle. I can't remember if you can move the buildings. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to move the buildings. If that's a thing in this game. I can't remember. I could have sworn there was a way to move buildings. There we go. Relocate building location. It is possible. Because I know, like, I used to cheese that whenever, whenever the buildings required maintenance. Well, it wasn't really a cheese thing. It was actually a solution to a bug. Back in the days, developers had, like, these durability bugs where buildings would not get repaired. And so the only way to force them to repair it, or reset it, was basically move the buildings around with this button. I don't know if that is a new, or a thing still or not. I imagine that they've probably fixed that. That is my guess. Predators are attacking where? You picked the wrong guy. There's a spot to fish over there too. At least the game is calculating the curve. I think it does have a zone relocation, right? I think it does. Yep, it does. Well, the cellar is where they need to drop it off. Weed level and rockiness needs to go down, right? And then I gotta upgrade the town center. I need 30 people to do that. And wood planks. 60 wood planks. We're almost there. Alright. Did my wagon empty out yet? I guess it's left, right? Yep, left. Thanks for sharing. It's kind of weird how they have that turn. Whenever that wagon turns, it does not feel natural. It's just like boink. They need to make that wagon turn a little. Yeah, you see how like it just does a sharp turn? That I think needs a little work there. I need 30 people now, right? To upgrade. Oh hey, I can move my town hall, huh? I just noticed the move button for the town hall. That's interesting. Dog. Where's my cat? I need a cat. Woof, woof. KO MSC 1984. Thank you. Thank you for hanging out. So what's in this cat and dogs update besides cats and dogs? Is it just purely cosmetics? Like $7 almost, $6.79. Let me read to you what it says. Key features: breed animal companions. Purchase dogs and cats from trading posts to breed them in your kennels, with 18 different possible variation. Every new settlement starts with a dog or a cat companion that traveled across the wilderness with the aspiring settlers. So we have a dog. We can't choose, huh? Kind of crappy that they don't let us choose at the start. And then there's a new building. Construct a cat and dog kennel to feed and care for your pets. And a dog house to have your animal companions best positioned near your crops and livestock. New threats. Groundhogs can affect crop fields and devastate yields, while foxes will hunt down helpless chickens. Embellish your settlement with new unique hedge garden, topiary gardens, or garden, and trellis, with multiple variations of each. Trellis is like some hanging shit, right? Trellis. Based on reviews, the pets are underpowered. What's the review? Yeah, it's mixed. Pets are shitty, right? They just cosmetics. Terrible balance and broken mechanics, pure disappointment. After just 2 hours of playing the new Cats and Dog DLC, I am deeply disappointed. Mechanics feel completely rushed and untested. Here are the main issues that make the game unplayable right now. Useless dogs. Useless dogs. A single dog cannot handle a fox in a 1 versus 1 fight. The dog always loses and runs away. On top of that, dog health regenerates so incredibly slowly that when 2 to 3 foxes show up, they just slaughter everything in sight. Oh my goodness. Invincible foxes. Foxes act like they own the place. A fox can casually eat chickens, while 10 villagers, including hunters, are running around it doing absolutely nothing. Humans are completely powerless against them, and fences don't stop foxes at all. Zero management and broken AI. There's absolutely no way to assign a specific dog to a specific house. I moved 3 dog houses right next to my chicken coop, and not a single dog showed up there. They just wander off to guard some random spots where there isn't even a dog house. Conclusion. The DLC is completely unpolished and frustrating. After 2 to 3 in-game years, all 24 of my chickens are dead. We're dead. Despite having 5 dogs and 3 to 4 dog houses built right next to the fields. Save your money until they completely overhaul the balance and the AI. Right now, it's broken. It's just broken. Okay. Well, that guy deserves a good review, or at least a thumbs up for his review. 57 people found this review helpful. 4 people found this review funny. I don't think that's funny. It was slightly funny, but I think it was very helpful at the same time. I don't think funny is funny bad. I think funny is, it's humorous. I think a lot of times people put funny as a way to ridicule the poster, but is the reviewer being funny, or the review is funny? You know what I mean? That was very useful though. Oh shit, raiders now. Hostile bandits and raiders have been spotted roaming the outskirts of your lands. Be prepared in case they attack the settlements. Alright, well, let's be prepared. The only way I can prepare myself is having multiple hunters. Because hunters uses bow and arrows. They are long range. I think one of the tricks I used to have is build like a shit ton of hunters and then house them only when bandits show up. Laugh my ass off, chicken's dead. I know, right? Oh snap, another FF update. Yeah, this is another major update. The update came out when the DLC dropped. But apparently the DLC has mixed reviews. Yeah, it was released 4 days ago. But yeah, I got a review key for it from their PR team. Thank you so much for providing the key. I'm just gonna spam more hunters, right? Where are my chickens? My chickens are dead. No chicken dinners tonight. Chicken coop, right? Need trading post and animal husbandry. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, animal husbandry, huh? Unlocks barn chickens. Extra food gathered. Fertility from crops. Go with the chicken, I guess. Huh. I have another point. Do that. Armor village. Ralph. My chickens. Where my chickens be at? Chicken coop. Need a trading post first. Where's the damn trading post? Oh shit. Put the road in first. How's it not? Constructed by road? What? What? Hopefully that connects. Yeah, the road going down, doink doink like that sounds a little weird. It's a dirt road. That definitely sounds weird. There we go. Now we can, once we get that built, we can get a chicken coop. Get some chickens, and then some foxes will show up, right? What did the fox say? Nice. Whoa, what's all this? Use transfers gold to move gold in and out of the trading post of storage. Gold must be inside the trading post in order to buy items from traveling merchants. Okay. 16 people want to join? Holy shit, 16 people? Are you kidding me? That's like more mouths to feed. That's like 4 more houses, right? Hang on, let me pause this so I can read it. Click to request the current item to be sold by the next merchant at a premium price. Use transfer item to move item in and out of the trading post storage. Click to maintain current item amount in trading post storage. Items are being stocked indicator. Number of items in the town storage. Price per item. Relative price indicator. Indicator good or bad. Click to start trading. Number of items in traveling merchant's inventory available for purchase. Okay. Thank you for sharing. I don't need that right now. I need to build homes. Not really aligned properly, but okay. I need 4, right? Good enough for me. Good enough for government work. That's what they used to say. Back in the days when I was working. Alright, what is this? Chopping trees faster? I feel like chopping trees faster might be useful, but there may be other things that's more useful. Paper mill, huh? Birth rate. Ugh, birth rate. A healer's house. Okay, that might be useful. Work area and effectiveness of rat catchers. Oh, replenish of the well. That might be useful too. Yeah, well usually takes a while to replenish. But a healer might be more useful. We might get sick people. If I recall, the healer used to give a bonus. Around the... yeah, it does. It should. Really? You just want to curve around the healer's house? Bizarre, huh? Shift to hold straight lines? Guess the shift is a thing. Fair enough. Unpause. Woof woof. New traveling merchant. I don't think I need anything at the moment. I mean, maybe chickens. If he has any chickens. No, he's got no chickens. Oh, there's a first trader too. Also no chickens. Yep, no chickens. Yeah, see, now I'm afraid to have chickens, because what if the foxes show up? Build a school? What did the fox say? I need some chickens. Forger, right? What did the fox say? I'm gonna add in another hunter. Or maybe I can add in a barracks now. Do I have enough money? I don't have enough wood. My storage, right? Can't sort it. He doesn't really have anything good. Yeah, he's got nothing good. He's got this shit over here, that's it. I need wood, right? And I need money. I don't have wood or money. And that requires upkeep. I think the best thing to do is just build a bunch of hunters. So they go grab some bows. Crops? Oh, let's take a look at the crops. Alright, the wheat is almost gone. Fertility needs to go up a little bit. So why don't we grow some of that. And this increases fertility? No, right? This increases fertility. Frost tolerance is 0. Heat tolerance is high. That's summer anyways. Frost tolerance is high. But the slider bar is not good. Alright, let's take this out. Impact fertility. -5. -3. -3. -8. Rockiness resilience is 3. Okay. Let's do some carrots. Not enough room. Are you kidding me? -3, heat tolerance, frost tolerance. Are you kidding me? That is the worst. Predators are attacking me. That guy's down, huh?
What is it?
He's wounded. What kind of person are you? You're a hunter? Wounded in combat? Yeah, I have a healer. Oh, I don't have a healer yet. Well, shit. Oh, the healer costs money too. Oh my god, school costs money too. Well, F that. I need to raise some taxes, guys. I'm out of money. I need clay. clay pit. Compost yard. There's gotta be a clay pit over here, right? A grave. Oh, somebody died. Shit. Wagon shop. Where's the clay pit? Okay. Somebody died. Rip. Do we have a graveyard? Where do we want to put the grave? Probably by where he died. Fine. Oh, okay. Has to have a minimum size. Sure. Where? Oh yeah, that one got murdered. Where did you get that clay pit over here? The wagon shop and then clay pit. Hey, I survived year 5. Barely. Clay pit now, right? Anywhere, right? Requires wood. Work area empty and may need to be moved. Okay, give me a second. You know, hang on. Can I relocate the Hawthorne? I can't, right? I guess I can't relocate Hawthorne. I think berry bushes can be relocated, though. But Hawthorns cannot. Alright, that guy's delivering the dead body, right? Now, compost. The amenity service? Shrine. Where's the compost yard? Resources? Where's compost? Here we go, compost. No one likes their poop near the home, right? That's by the other guy. It's hitting the table. Uh-huh. New point. Recovery rate from festering wounds. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, next year's rotation. Fertility is going up, right? That should increase fertility. That should increase fertility. Alright, I'm gonna go with that. So both of these increase fertility. Yeah, let's do that. Trader's got weapons. That's it, right? But I don't have enough gold. What's this? Pottery. I have pottery in my storage? Town storage. I can sell pottery, right? And he's buying for how much? For 9? Sure. Now I have 360 gold. I have now 610 gold. I just need more wood, right? I just need more wood. Wouldn't you know it? I need more wood. Crop loss to heat stress. I need more sand to shift that. Right here, this mixture. I need to get sand. To add to the thingy. I need that to get the clay. Alright, that's traveling merchant. Can I move the bushes? Okay, those guys can be moved. Alright, I'll move it. Forager. Pretty sure hawthorns can't be moved, right? We checked that earlier. Yeah, see, they don't have a move button. Forager's over here somewhere, right? I think it's right here. Here. Where's our forager? I think this guy right here, right? That was the forager. Yep, okay. Well, at least the trees are regrowing fairly fast. That was a huge problem in early access. So one of the things a lot of people were doing, including myself, was build apple trees or fruit trees. Or no, decoration trees, right? It was decoration trees. So you basically paid gold for the decoration tree, and then you chop the trees down. And that was kind of a cheesy way to get wood fast. Because the trees back then didn't regrow. The only other way to regrow trees was having the fruit, the apiaries, right? Or no, the fruit trees. Apiary is the bee stuff. But yeah, growing fruit trees took a while. But instant wood was spamming a bunch of decoration buildings. Essentially, you're just paying for wood. And that was pretty much the value of what wood is. And if you ever get wood from the trader for cheap, then you would just load up. But yeah, that was a thing back in the days. Wood was a huge problem. I think now they're just regrowing, right? Unless they added another building that's Forger. The Forger is just the, this guy though, right? That's the Gatherer. Forester, sorry, Forester. Unless they added a Forester. That would grow. I think they might have also changed it where work camp regrows. I think I could have sworn at some point they also made work camps regrow. Yeah, I don't see any means to regrow trees. Predators are attacking. It's like on the other side, not a big deal. Maybe it's under food. Arborist. That's the word I was looking for. Arborist building. Not apiary. The arborist is the one that plants the trees. The fruit trees. And then you can choose to chop down the fruit trees. And I'm pretty sure the developers did not intend for players to grow their own trees using this. It's just a really weird mechanic, right? You grow fruit trees. They have the option to chop down the fruit trees for wood. And so people were spamming this building to get wood. Myself included. I just made like a large field of fruit trees. A large field of dreams, yes. Field of dreams. Where's the decorations? Do they get rid of decorations? I was trying to find the decoration menu. Oh, down here. Yeah. So, regrow trees using this. I think these were also instantaneous too. Or they just build it, right? And then you just get the tree. And then you chop the tree for wood. Ridiculous. Yeah. Waiting on the healer, right? So we can heal our people. I think the school also needs clay, right? Yep, school needs clay. That means this building needs to start jacking up its production. Ugh. Oh, it's not a wolf den, it's a boar's den. Wolves. Oh. What's this? Hawthorns can't be moved. I think we should just start exploring, right? These are exploration flags. So you plant them down and then they try to go there. To uncover more map visibility. Oh shit, who wants to attack us? Oh shit. Oh shit, that guy's not gonna make it. Oh, another villager died. Rip. Man, these wolves are dangerous. I think Little Red Riding Hood went to Grandma there. Another one. Holy shit. We're gonna need a tower. Tower is gonna cost me monthly fees. I think that's the problem. Yeah, I see monthly fees. I think barracks we also have to pay monthly fees to the guy, right? Oh well, might as well make a tower. Alright, it's alright. That guy's not that aggressive. Okay. So, next goal is... What's this? Well replenishment? Increase speed, right? 40% distance for lookout tower. Or let's go with that. Make our tower useful. Okay, those guys are fine. Those guys are fine. Oh shit, we're getting raided, guys. I don't know what we're gonna do. Where are all my hunters at? Is there a way to get all the hunters to show up?
Work to be done?
That's 3 hunters, right?
Done. Your orders.
Oh, there's a guard and a hunter. Are they coming? They're bringing their own banner too. Ballsy.
Your command.
Just the guard. Where are all my hunters? What the hell? Maybe they nerfed it where I can't just use hunters.
What is it?
Is there no draft option? Oh, there we go. Villagers are ready to defend themselves. Or whatever. I can just select the whole town? I can just select everybody, huh? Oh man, we're just murdering them now. Gangbang right there. We killed all of them. Nobody died. Wow, they really changed the mechanics. Quite a bit. I think it's because the we researched villagers being able to attack. I think this right here helped us a lot. Yep, I think that really helped us. Huh, interesting. Well, that wasn't terribly bad. I think we need to build a Fletcher's thingy. Cannery. Fletcher's, yeah, that makes us bows. So that way it replenishes the arrows. The guard tower needs it too. You're making, yeah, bows and arrows out of the wood. Okay, that's fair. And you're looking for a schoolhouse. Yeah, we haven't set... Oh no! We haven't set the schoolhouse yet. Little house on the prairie. Oh. You have tools? You don't have tools, do you? Man, these guys are useless. I think I need to build, something to make tools, right? What building makes tools? Blacksmith. Research this technology via the tree. I probably also need to research iron. To be able to get the shit for the tools. Yep, requires coal and iron. Mining, right? Okay, so I need to get mining and smithing from the tree. Alright, which... Oh, somebody's dead. Nope. Somebody will be dead. He's just wounded. That guy sucks. He's the sucks. Alright, we're missing arrows and we're missing bows. We have 23 food. We just gotta wait for our research. I need to start building a palisade defense too. I don't know where I'd do this. There's no real good logical area. First of all, let's put down the gate, right? Ah, shit. Yeah, this is the part where it's not fun to set up. A wide one. Oh, okay. Well, people. Yeah, you go away. I'm trying to rotate it, but it just plants it. Right click, middle. Okay, it's a middle mouse button. Damn it. Wait, what did I say is good? Yeah, this way, right? Technically, you want the gate to be opening inward, because then that way you can push against the gate. Because if it was opening outward, you're having to pull the door in, right? I think that's how it works. Well, at least RP-wise, or realistically, that is the case. I don't know if that's the case for this game. Whether the direction matters or not. I think walls are the only thing that you can't organically place. Gridless. At least it goes diagonal. Oh shit, impending blizzard. We're gonna get a blizzard, guys. I hate blizzards. Well, blizzard from Dairy Queen is good. That's a good blizzard. Yummy, tasty blizzard. Oh, Blizzard used to make great games, yes. That Blizzard. Blizzard Entertainment. Before they for all the OG developers bounced. I think World of Warcraft honestly killed them. Or because they made so much money, and all they did was, with their money, was just invest in stupid shit. And then they got overly confident, and they had this attitude of soon, when it's ready bullshit. So they would make games that would take like 10 years to do, when they could have just released some of them, make a small team, and focus on making it good and releasing it. Instead of trying to like dump so much money into it. The only OG remaining is Chris, and he retired and then came back when WoW was its lowest point. Oh, I see. I stopped following them. My friend used to work over at Blizzard marketing department. Like I actually know him from high school. He went to my high school. We stayed in touch over the years, even though he went to a different college. Because I moved to California, and he lived in California, so that's where we started hanging out after college. Working at Blizzard back then must have been pretty cool. Yeah, it was probably cool then, but he said it started going downhill once he started, or around the time. Roughly around the time he started working, things were kind of going downhill. They actually transferred him and had him work in Switzerland? Netherlands. They had a Netherlands office. And so they sent him working in the Netherlands. And funny enough, I have another friend who was a lot younger, who went to, like, significantly younger. He used to work for me when I started my own game company, and he's working right now over for a company that is owned by Ubisoft on one of their games. He's a lead programmer for their games. But yeah, the reason I mention him is because ironically both of them got transferred to Netherlands. Not related. They don't even know each other. So I thought that was really weird. I'm like, what the hell's in Netherlands? Like, why are these game companies sending their workers to Netherlands? I thought that was just really weird coincidence. But yeah, no, I did not work at Blizzard. I think that ever since I left the game company that I worked at, MMO company, I said to myself I would never work for any other game company, and the only game company I would consider working for would have been Blizzard. I almost worked at Microsoft when they had the internet gaming division. So the shitty part is they had an on-campus interview. I cleared the interview, phase 1. And so I made the cut out of all my friends. Well, actually, out of all my friends, they did, I think, picked 2 other people, I think. Out of, like, the so many people that applied to Microsoft, I think 2 or 3 of us got picked to go fly out to Seattle. So the way it works is they don't just hire anybody, or they just don't, like, you know, fly people across the country for no reason. We're talking about, like, East Coast, literally East Coast to West Coast, right? So they would do an on-campus interview first to determine who their candidates are. Pick like a handful, very, very small handful. So once you make the cut, for the local campus, right? They want an on-site interview where you interview with the development team directly. So there's a separate recruiter that does the weeding process, and then the development team itself, the lead and whoever else that's on the team, wants to interview you in person to see if you're a good fit for the group. Because they, obviously, they want people to just mesh with the team, right? So I flew out to Microsoft because the position that they had open, I applied for, was the Internet Gaming Zone, and they only had one position. And it was definitely not anybody from my university that got the position filled, because when I flew out, by the time I got out there, they said, "Oh, sorry, we had filled the position. Would you be okay with us? We still want to hire you. We want you to talk to this other team." I didn't know what that other team was. And then later during the interview, when the day of the interview, it was like a 2-day interview, I ended up being assigned to the Internet Explorer group. Now, back in the days, Netscape was the dominant browser, and I program internet games, right? So, and I guess lots of different programs for the internet on the Unix machine for Netscape specifically. I hated the Internet Explorer. It was just the shittiest browser ever. And they wanted me to work on the Internet Explorer browser. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is the worst thing ever, right? I came all the way out here across the country to be in the internet gaming division, and you guys want me to be on the browser division? Oh my god. And I did pass, by the way. They did want me. They made me an offer. I have an offer letter and everything. But the amount of money they were offering me was significantly less than the money that I was offered working for the military government that I had already been internshipping since high school for like 4 years. And since I had a 4-year status with the military consulting company, I earned a 2nd level rank. Man, this is terrible. Here we go. I guess that's fine. So I earned like a seniority level and also vacation hours. And then I also got a signing bonus, which Microsoft, I can't remember if they gave me a signing bonus. I don't think they did. They might have, but you know what? They gave me a signing bonus. It was only $2,000. The government, military consulting company, gave me a $4,000 signing bonus, which was significantly more, obviously, right? Double. So I had to weigh my decision. Do I want to fly across country, live so far away from friends and family, get a raw deal working at the Internet Explorer division for less money? I mean, I probably should have taken it because they did offer stock, and then that was the thing about Microsoft, is that even though they had shitty pay, they did offer stock, and I think had I took that deal, I probably would have been really rich by now. So yeah, technically, I probably should have taken the deal. I don't know, but I did get seniority status when I worked at the government place. And so the government place wasn't that much different, you know. I mean, I was technically working on war gaming, like literally war gaming simulation. It wasn't as interesting because, you know, gaming is way cooler than working at the military war game simulation because it was top secret. Like, super top secret, and I couldn't tell any of my friends what I was doing there. So that was the difference, why I didn't like working at the government, because there was all these cool top secret projects, you know, airplanes and weapons or whatever shit, and I couldn't tell anybody. And working in a skiff wasn't any fun either. Right? No windows. Alright, well no one wants to attack us, huh? Crazy. I need more money. My money is being drained. 25. Oh my goodness. The healer is costing me more money than I can keep up with. Can I raise the price? Well, holy shit. I need to make more money. How do I raise the price on these guys? Shit, how do I raise taxes? Is there a tax office? Can't click on that to raise taxes. Oh shit, how do I raise taxes? Guys, does anyone know how to raise taxes on this? There's gotta be a way to increase taxes. Because I'm not making any money. I remember all my college mates were saying to buy Microsoft stock in the late 80s. Yeah, I know, right? I should have bought the stocks for sure. I got this game the other week, and I haven't even tried it yet. Oh, it's very good games. For sure. This is like one of my top favorite games to play if I had to play a city builder game. It's like Anno, this one, Timberborn, Against the Storm. I think those are probably my top favorites that I would recommend. I think Foundation was kind of it could have been better only because they have a wonky mechanic for upgrades and downgrades. I don't know if they fixed it. I don't think they did. And plus, like, Foundation has no combat. It wasn't very survival-ish. Can't find another way to increase taxes. There was only like that one spot right here, right? Maybe I can upgrade the taxes with this. Trade center. I'm guessing that one. I don't know for sure. Tree felling speed. Regrow trees. Honey wax production. Oh, smithing. Fail, guys. I needed smithing. Ah, shit. I needed smithing. And mining, right? I probably should have done mining first and then smithing. Oh yeah, I should have done mining first because I can't smith anything if I don't have any ores. What about Space Haven? Space Haven is definitely a pretty good game. You know, Whiskerwood is a good game. Space-wise. And Space Haven is definitely up there. Auction Not Included is another big favorite of mine. Space Haven is pretty good. Whiskerwood is another pretty good one. Yeah, we're out of gold. I don't know how to make more money, guys. I think the only way to make more money is spam more housing. It's kind of like the Anno way. I think that's how it is for Anno 1800, right? It's always about spamming people, spamming homes. Yeah, this is not... It's not a way to make money, right? Prop setting, resources, professions. Yeah, there's no way I can see on this bar. That's just the workers count. Yeah, these don't toggle. I'm fumbling around looking for a way to increase my tax rates, but I don't see it. Maybe I get it when I upgrade. Yeah, if anyone knows how to make more money, feel free to share. Oh, these are just achievements. More homes equals make that healer work for high pay. I know, right? I think that's the only way. I think that this is definitely the only way. Add more people so that we can tax people. But yeah, you know, I made the most of my job at the military consulting. I gave them a graphical user interface for their simulation. But their simulation was like really outdated. I mean, they had it programmed on some Unix or Sun machine. I think in BASIC too, or Pascal or some shit. I didn't touch the code. I ran the simulation. The only code I built was a graphical user interface to feed it data, and then taking the data to visualize the results. The actual simulation code itself was written by the director. But I originally was hired as an intern to feed it data and take data and create visual graphs. They call it V-graphs back in the days. And the visual graphs is basically just charts. The effectiveness of weapons and the results of the campaign on how many days the war simulation lasted. And those numbers basically were used to present to the military, where once a month that they would come by and we would present them the visualizations for the generals or whoever the guy at these meetings that ordered the simulation. So that was my job as an intern, but by the second year of my internship, I was like, okay, because at the end of my first year's internship, my boss, the review the end of the summer review was the boss said, "Oh, you need to take initiative," because I apparently was not taking initiative. And I'm like, okay, well, following summer I took initiative and I just made like a visual simulation or use a visual user interface that feeds the data directly to the simulation, rather than having somebody, an intern, punch in the data. I think I've explained the story once before, where my boss, not the director, but the boss who works under the director, his job was to put push pins on a map, and they had this giant map outside his door on a wall outside his office, and he would have like a box of push pins, all color-coded, and each of these color-coded push pins would represent something, like either a tank, a military unit, and then he would use strings, right, little yarns, to represent flight path of airplanes, drops, or whatever it is, bombers, or whatever the hell, right? So those were the things that he used to basically lay out the battlefield. And then he would, after he would map it all out on the wall, how he wants it, he would then write it down on a little piece of paper, or a little notebook, or notepad, or whatever the hell, and he would write out all the coordinates, longitude, latitudes, the number of units, and all that stuff. And then he would give it to me, because now I was like, what the hell are you doing, right? I didn't know what he was doing. I asked him questions. And he's like, oh, this is how it works, blah, blah, blah. That's how I get all the numbers for you, and that's where you get the numbers to enter into the computer. So my job was taking all these little numbers that he wrote on this little notebook, and I would be the one that's punching it into the simulation entry, and then the simulation would run for a few days, and then it would output the results. We print it. I would have to take the printed numbers and then enter that in manually into like a PowerPoint software, similar to PowerPoint. They didn't have PowerPoint back then. It was some software. I can't remember what the name of the software was, but it generated, graphs. So that was my job as an intern. Type in numbers into the system, take numbers from the system, and transfer it to another computer just to plot graphs. That was my entire job as an intern. So I took the initiative and I said, well, why are you doing this? Like, I know how to program now in Windows, and you can do this with a mouse. Why don't we take the data, the terrain data that there was a company, not a company, a separate government division that keeps track of all the terrain data in 3D. I can't remember the name of the division, but it was readily available, right, on a hard drive, all the data that we want, a terrain. And so I said, well, why don't we just take that data and generate a 3D model of this terrain of whatever the hell you're doing on this map, and make the map on the computer, and then I can give you virtual push pins, and then you can place it on the map on the computer with your mouse. And so that was my project. I said, okay, well, I'm going to do this. And that was my entire project for the entire summer, and they approved it. I still had to punch in numbers, obviously, to the computer, because that was still my regular job, but since I had nothing better to do most of the times, I was just totally working on coding. And so they gave me like a giant bonus from the military contract, because they have surplus money. So apparently I won an award, and I got all the scholarship and this money just for creating this user interface software for them. It saved them a lot of time. Like, in hindsight, when I look back now, I'm like, man, I was a genius then. I just gave them, like, the keys to make their job and their life easier with this whole visual graph system. I think I probably saved them a bucket load of money. That's probably why they gave me so much money as a bonus at the end of the year, or the summer. So then the following summer, I basically, improved the system, and I kept doing that every summer, improving the system for them. I had to transfer the code. They ported the code onto the Unix machine, because I originally wrote it in C on on Windows. So they wanted that directly on the Sun Unix machine, so that way the numbers went directly into the simulation instead of like dumping the numbers on a printout from Windows. Because somebody still would have had to type it from the computer instead of the guy writing it into the notebook. It basically spits it out in a on a printer. Well, at least that was the original first version of the system that I wrote. Alright, markets can buff the taxes in its zone. Okay. I think I have to upgrade the market, right? Market's over here somewhere. I need a shit ton of gold to upgrade the market. We got 58 people, right? What can I sell to make money? Saw? Planks? No, right? I mean, I guess I can sell this, but this is not... Oh, for 10. Oh, yeah, this is a pretty good deal. I was selling it for like 7 or 9 earlier. Okay. Now I have some money. Oh, wait, I need to transfer it back. Hey, thanks for that follow. To my storage, right? Confirm. Alright, so I got 425. I am making a little income, but that's because I turned off the healer. Only one person's sick? Maybe I need to turn on the healer or the hut now. Probably not instantaneous. I think it takes a month for the healer to start working. Fail. Oh, that's right. We need more tools. I need to get mining. Eat stress. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. I have food. I need mining. This rock needs to go away. Oh yeah, market upgrade. Oh shit, I still need bricks. Oh my god. I need bricks. Where the hell's the bricks? Hang on, what's this say?
Yes?
Yes. Does it say where to get the bricks? No, I can't just click on it. Doesn't even say on that one. Where the hell is the bricks? Lottery, right? Nope. Gotta be earlier than that. Because why else would you have this building? See, that building costs bricks, so that means bricks has to be somewhere in this tier. It can't be higher tier 3 because this is their tier 2. I'm looking for someone that says output bricks produces. Why are you not there? These are DLCs. Or not, it can't be under food. I don't know where the bricks making thingy is. Why would you not reveal that to me? I should not have to fumble through this. What the fuck? Pottery. Produces pottery. Candles. Soap. Charcoal. Blacksmith. Foundry. Can't be that one. What the hell? Doesn't say where the... Maybe I need... Well... I don't think it's upgrades, though. First of all, I gotta get the mining right. Something's not right, guys. How do I get bricks? Shouldn't be this hard, guys. Brickyard. Produces bricks. Tier 3. Why the fuck would you have this at Tier 2? It makes no sense, guys. It makes no sense. Does this make sense to you guys? Paper mill being a Tier 2 that requires bricks to produce. Yet, Tier 3 is where you produce the bricks. Right? Like, explain to me the logic behind a Tier 2 building that you can't build that requires a Tier 3 building. That blows my mind. I'm sure it can be bought, but why would you put something Tier 2 that requires a Tier 3 material? Just because you can buy it doesn't necessarily mean you should put it up all, you know, a tier below something else. They might as well just stick it in Tier 3. Or move this to Tier 2. Yes, here, I will take him. Oh shit, we need more people. For homes. Town center, Tier 3, then brickyard. Yeah. Alright, hopefully that'll be fine. Review population cap settings under options. I already did that earlier. Kind of weird that is a, that was a tutorial thingy. Yes, we just want you to know there's a population cap. Maybe you had bricks on the original wagon? I don't know. That's a possibility, but the wagon's gone now, right? I'm sure the wagon doesn't exist anymore. Because everything got used up or went to storage. The healer is running, right? Some villager died. Yeah. Wow, a new blizzard. New blizzard. Winter's coming. The White Walkers are coming. Holy shit. I can't see anything. It's finally cleared up, huh? It's Christmas, everybody. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ho ho ho. What's her deal? It's a healer. Oh, okay. Only one person though. Not bad. What's happening? Okay, it's not terribly bad. 2 villagers have been cured. Oh yeah, I think we got the mining tools, right? And what about coal? I don't know where the coal is. Yeah, I don't know where the coal is. I think we might have to research something to get the charcoal. I'm pretty sure you need that to make tools. Yes, thank you for that. Yeah, I'm losing money per minute. Because the healer's draining me. Healers are expensive. Oh my god. It might be better just to let people die than have the healer. I don't know. Just get new people. Replaceable. Cool. What can I sell this guy? I mean, I don't want to sell him stones, right? Because stones is pretty rare. Yeah, I can't really sell him anything. Fail. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know where to get the call. Yeah, I can just go like this. Increase builder's allocation. Cool. Now what? That's it? Alright, we have a net 7 gold, right? Oh, somebody wants to hack me. Oh, no, they're not attacking me. They attacked my villager because I was exploring that area. That's why they were attacking me. Not because they are attacking. Just we found a camp. Yeah, that's a new thing that they added a while back. Bandit camps that you can attack in the game. Before, bandits would spawn like at the edges of the map randomly, some location, and then they would just disappear once they get to that invisible spot, which was really weird. Now they have it where bandit camps can be on the map and you can attack them, which is kind of like diplomacy is not an option, right? Oh, another guy dies. Jesse Higgins, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out. This looks like Settlers. It does a little bit in some ways. You've never seen Farthest Frontier? It's been out for a long time now. Or at least early access for a long time. Version 1.0 was out in October or something. October or November. It's one of the top city builder games. 11 villagers graduated. Nice. Alright, so the attacking guy is gone, right? Yeah, I don't know where the coal is. I think I need to research coal. Ugh. Okay. That might not be so bad. Make our town. Well, I don't have the points yet. What is this? Eat well. Near trees and away from houses. Charcoal kiln. I don't see it. What is this? Boots. Oh, there is a way to plant trees, forestry. I don't see the kiln that you're talking about. T3 building near the trees away from the houses to convert wood. Well, this definitely gives you wood, right? Oh, we gotta take the... Coal mine. Yeah, see, I don't know where to get coal. Doesn't really give me wood, but each their own. Oh. Maybe red doesn't entirely mean no coal. It just means there's small probability. I'm picking the coal building. Why are you showing me green ores? I think they need to just show me the coal. Crop summary, right? Wiki says some maps don't have coal. Alright, well how am I supposed to generate coal? There a kiln? Charcoal. Oh! Charcoal kiln, right? That takes firewood. Okay, there's my coal solution right here. missing anything yet. Oop, okay. Well, that should be easy. That should give us coal. Now... Villager died. Well, we're good on food. Decent on the health. Yeah, overall, we're doing fine. And this is going to be our new coal solution. Which now we should be able to do a blacksmith or forge or whatever, right? Blacksmith. Yep. Oh. It also requires that rare item. There's a special tool. What is that? Saw? Let me show you. That needs to be built, right? This thingy right here. Heavy tools. That's the word I was looking for. The heavy tools. Oh, I know what I have. What's this? Storage full. Chicken coop. I think it's storage, right? Cellar. Here we go. Hey, Purple Izumi. Welcome back. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot to check to see how many tools we have. That's stockyard, right? Oh, I know how many tools I have. Is there a way to see the tools list? No. Oh, here we go. Resource. Chips. I don't have any points. Alright, we're gonna need that healer again. We're out of money, though. Well, shit. Scurvy. They need more vegetables. Yeah, they need more vegetables. More greens. Well, the healer's back in business, but, well, she just took all that money. Now we're screwed. 2 villagers got cured. Oh, okay, cool. I'll turn this off then. Oh wait, there's one more though. Seeking medicine. We'll leave it on for that guy. Alright. This is a good break point here. I think this is a fantastic start. My village, Ron Empire Petco. Hilarious. Alright. I did save it, right? Yeah, I did save it. This is version 1.1.1. Alright, neat. Back to the main menu. Alright, so this game is Farthest Frontier. This is the latest version that was released alongside the new Cats and Dogs DLC. It's available now, it's also on sale. But yeah, this is now available for everybody. Thank you so much, Crate Entertainment, for providing me the DLC for this coverage today. This is one of my top favorite games. Highly recommend it. It's absolutely fun. Lots of content. I just barely scratched the surface of the game difficulty and the content today. If you are watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see more of this and any tips and tricks that you've got. And that's all for now. And have a wonderful Monday evening. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching.